Do you ever wonder why your voice sounds different than your dad's? Or maybe your mom's? How about your classmates? Well, our voices are unique to ourselves, but it all starts in our throats, which is our pharynx in scientific terms. But our voice isn't just produced in the throat, it's produced in the larynx, which is spelled Larynx. Larynx. That is the voice box, our voice box. Some people might call it the house that holds our voice. That's what we're really going to talk about today. So, if you look all the way in your larynx, or our voice box, you'll see two cords that look like they're in the shape of a V. Look at the picture here. There are two cords that are shaped in a V form. Those are your vocal cords. They are responsible for your voice production. That is how I'm talking right now. Are my vocal cords working? They're like a muscle that produces voice in your throat. Just like you have muscles in your leg that let you walk, these muscles let you talk. So, how does it work? Well, before I tell you, I want you to answer this one question for me first. What is your favorite ice cream? But before you answer, I want you to put your hands on your throat like this. Make sure you can feel them, but you're not squeezing too hard. Now you can answer my question. What is your favorite ice cream? When you say the answer, like mint chip, because that's my favorite, do you feel vibrations in your hand? Or do you feel your neck moving? Well, those are your vocal cords working really hard to create your voice. Let's go back into the throat and see it happen in real life. So, when you are starting to talk, your vocal cords start to move. They open and close. That's because you are breathing in air and letting air out. When your vocal cords are in that open phase and they look like the V, that is when your vocal cords are relaxed. Which means you aren't talking. They are calm and relaxed. But as soon as you start talking and breathing in that air to talk, your vocal cords start to move in and out. When they move in and out, your passageway for air starts to get smaller, especially when your vocal cords close, when the air has very little room to get through. That's the vibrations that you feel. The air is fitting through that little passageway and touching both vocal cords. Those is what causes the vibration, and that's what causes your voice. So, now why do we sound different than everybody else? Well, it has to do with a lot of things. First, it has to do with what type of gender we are. If we're boy or girl, male or female. Females or girls tend to have smaller vocal cords. So that means we have a higher pitch. Our voices are a lot higher than many of our male friends. That's because males or boys have longer vocal cords. These lengths cause our voice to sound differently. So I'll sound a little bit higher than my male friend because he has longer vocal cords. Our second reason why we may sound different is our age. Just like with any muscles, the younger you are, the more flexible they are, the more our muscles can come back and feel better from being hurt. But for adults who've been using their vocal cords for a really long time, they seem a little more worn out and a little more stretched out than a child's. So their voice will sound a little bit different than a younger one because they have been using it for a longer time. So that's why you might sound different than your mom or dad or grandparent, because their voice has been they've been using their voice for a really long time. And our third one, why we might sound different, is the way we breathe. Breathing really has a big impact on how our voice sounds, because the voice is made when air passes through our vocal cords. So if we breathe the wrong way, then our voice is going to sound different. There are two types of way to breathe: through your chest or through your diaphragm, which is near your stomach. If you breathe from your chest, that means your chest expands and gets bigger when you take a breath. Remember, you have 1,000 muscles in your body, but your voice is only produced by 2. These muscles are the most important part of your body, and you need to take care of them correctly. That means staying healthy, like drinking a lot of water and eating the right foods and exercising. And it also means to use your voice properly. Don't overuse it, like yelling a lot or talking too much can also affect your voice. So remember to breathe right and talk when you need to. Also, something to keep in mind, if you don't like your voice, it changes at least 3 times throughout your life. So don't worry. If you don't like it now, you might love it later.